This is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I help ignite your leadership to the next level. I'm excited to share with you today a fascinating topic about how we as leaders end up being the change makers, the change agents. And it is extraordinary because we don't often set out to do that. We are often put in a position, or we ascend to a position, or we're just by default the person who's out there making that change or that difference. And so I propose to you to think about ways that you didn't set out to necessarily be in a leadership position, but you are, or you were, and it's your obligation to do something about that and make a difference. Thinking about that, what do you need to do as you think about being a leader, being formidable? How do you make sure that you're memorable? And what do you do to create that space? Being someone who is in a constant state of being a change agent, being someone who's leaving a legacy. What do you do? And how do we do that? Leaders often have goals in mind, and more often than not, they have strategies. But really what they're doing is making a difference at the end of the day. They're making a difference. They're making a change to something systemically or in a particular genre, category, or aspect life. And so what we need to think about is how we're not intending to be in a role necessarily, but we are in that capacity making change. And so as you think about what you do as a leader and what you do as an aspiring leader, think about ways that you can constantly be about the change and be about making the difference and being about the legacy. It's not necessarily what position you have, manager, director, vice president, CEO. The opportunity is that you can be about making a difference in that capacity. And so constantly keep your eye on the opportunity to be about the change and the effectiveness of that change as opposed to the end goal or of your title, your impact. Think in terms of what can you do as a leader to be thinking about the legacy that you leave behind. So I challenge you today as a leader to think about not just the opportunity that you have embarking on a leadership role, being in that capacity, but thinking about being beyond that role and what it means, and how to think about that it's not just about yourself in that role or that capacity, but about how that opportunity transcends into something later, a legacy. This is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I help ignite your leadership to the next level. Thank you for tuning in. You can learn more about me at flourishleadership.com. Be enlightened, be enriched, be empowered.